that you can eat?
Yes.
I love that idea.
Thought you would.
This is the Factor 001 bike. As beautifully engineered as a Formula One car, so perhaps it's not surprising that it costs over £20,000. It's made by a company called BF1 Systems. They primarily manufacture electrical components for Formula One teams, but recently decided to showcase their skills by creating something a little different. Look at this! It's gorgeous. High-end brakes, gears, and a carbon fiber frame are a given at this sort of price, but this bike has something that no other bike has.
What makes this bike unique is the electronics on it. Onboard computer, touchscreen control, GPS, instrumentation built into the frame. The thing that also really separates this bike is the physiological monitoring system that connects wirelessly via Bluetooth.
James explained that by wearing a special chest monitor, the bike can take readings such as heart rate, chest cavity expansion, and skin temperature. Pretty impressive. But the Factor 001 had another trick up its sleeve. The onboard computer is capable of registering body temperature, internal body temperature. In order to get a reading, I have to swallow this. It's a temperature pill thing. Yeah, I've actually got to swallow it and become like a robotic cyborg, sending out information wirelessly to the onboard computer. They're not reusable, and also they don't dissolve. They've got to find their way out somehow. Anyone got any water? With the bike's computer switched on, the chest monitor attached to me, and of course the Bluetooth pill in my tummy, it was time for the up. The bike was beautifully smooth to ride, and it did feel like a bike that cost more than most people's cars. But of course, this isn't just an expensive toy. It's a highly sophisticated training aid, and so I made sure I kept an eye on the results.
So I've got all the measurements on the display there, nice and clear. Heart rate, breathing rate, skin temperature, core temperature, and my speed. I can toggle through the screens using my thumbs here, left and right to toggle back and forth. Oh, it feels lovely.
I was impressed with the bike's data readings, but I also wanted to know what would happen if I really put my foot down. Would it cut it as a racing bike?
Turn it up. Hell yeah! Ah! Right! No! 46.1. Woo!
Although I kept an eye on my stats whilst riding, I was keen to have a closer look.
Thank you very much, James. Awesome. It was brilliant. Awesome bike.
Uploading the stats to a computer is simple. You just plug in the data via USB.
Downloaded the data, got your GPS information. From that, we've been able to draw a track map.
Okay, yeah, that's that there. Yeah.
Got the distance you travelled, your speed during the ride, your cadence, so crank speed, and the altitude as you rode around.
All right. One piece of data really did impress me, though. I've ridden bikes all my life and always presumed my legs were working evenly. Apparently not.
From the two plots here, your left and your right leg, we can see the right leg generally develops a bit more power.
Yes.
But also is doing more negative work.
So my left leg is more efficient.
Yeah, you got better technique on the left leg.
Right. Heart rate is all over the place.
Yeah, that changed quite a bit during the ride.
The pill's given us some really, really good readings, haven't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's really consistent. We got good core temperature the whole way through, 36.8 degrees Celsius.
Loving the bike.
That was absolutely amazing. I'm gobsmacked.
Yeah,
seriously.
fantastic, wasn't it?
I'm not talking about the bike. I'm not talking about the bike. I'm talking about the pill. Where is it?
It's
Actually, don't answer that.
Right, it's time for another break, but when we return.
It all gets a bit surreal. John as Gromit, Pollyanna as Cinderella, and Susie inviting us to join her in bed.